Everybody's gotta start somewhere, so let's see where 2D Klonoa started out. Welcome to Let's Play! Klonoa Moonlight Museum. The chapters have only been released in Japan for the Bandai WonderSwan, a console that I'm guessing most people haven't heard of. This was in fact the first portable Klonoa game and the second Klonoa game in general. And it set the standard for the GBA Klonoa games. I think it's pretty interesting to see, because it plays like them. But before you start asking various questions about this game being in Japanese, I have aided in producing a translation for this game's script. I have produced a translation guide that is up on GameFAQs. It will be linked in the description if you wish to play through the game yourself and read along with that script, or you want to figure out how to play the game because it explains the various menus and whatnot, or if you just want to go along with this playthrough. Now, there's something peculiar about this playthrough actually. I was originally just going to read off of the English script as I played through the game, but then Stom offered to help me with me thinking that I kind of suck at reading scripts. So, it is with much happiness, I guess, that I say that this playthrough will have voice acting, courtesy of myself, Archeo, and Stomlog. If you're not familiar with them, they're simply two people I like to do things with. Anyways, let's go down to new game. And start off our first voice actor, Rated Archeo.
All is a story in the dream of one night.
Kinda loud. Sorry about that.
When are dreams seen? Dreams are seen at night.
Later portions are less loud.
The night is dark. Night is dark and hides the dreams in its shadows. Let's illuminate the night. Let's illuminate the night brightly with the moon. Let's illuminate the dream brightly with the moon.
So as you can see, my pop filter doesn't do the best of jobs, but oh well. Okay, so before I play the clips for this little girl, I have to explain something. Nobody wanted to voice act this little girl. None of us can do a good voice for her. So, Archeo supposed we do a coin flip. And we did do a coin flip. It was going to be 5 out of 9. And it got down to 4 heads, 4 tails, for Stom and Archeo respectively. And on the final flip, we lost the coin. So, the compromise was, well, I don't know if it worked out too well, but the compromise was this.
Oh, sob! Oh, cry!
Stom and Archeo are both voicing this young girl. Anyways, I am also voicing a couple of characters. For example, what happened? Why are you crying? This person is speaking kind of right now.
The moon fragments have been lost!
The moon? Fragments?
Without the moon fragments, the moon will stay hidden!
Don't cry. Where'd you lose them?
They were taken by artists!
Artists?
That museum! It's a mysterious museum! A museum belonging to strange, selfish artists!
If you can't understand anything that's said in this, by the way, especially that the girl says, because it's kind of hard to understand two people speaking at once, especially not when they're always entirely in sync. Once again, the actual script that is being read off of is available in the description. So apologies if it's difficult to understand what's being said, but there is an aid for you if you require it.
Do they think that the moon belongs to them? That the moon is part of their collection? It's not a joke!
God. I know. I'll get them back. Then, I was there. So, by the way, the character that I was voice acting there was labeled as a dream voice in the script. It is presumably Klonoa. It's never really explicitly stated, but that's usually the most logical assumption. And then, I was there. Don't think I have to voice act that line. The only voice acted line in this entire game. Anyway, so onto the game we go. I already have a single save file. I only managed to acquire 51 lives throughout my entire playthrough of the game. It's the only 2D Klonoa game I haven't managed to actually get 99 lives in. Quite interestingly enough. Anyways, notice all the English in this game. It makes me so sad. Poor Japanese people. And I say this a lot, but look at all this. All the English. The poor people playing Japanese games. I'm hoping that at least a good portion of these people understand a lot of this English stuff at least. I know that learning English is kind of a big thing in Japan, but I don't think it's that big. Anyways. World 1, a quiet hometown.
Welcome to our wondrous museum.
We are mysterious artists. Please.
What? No, that got screwed up. Okay, I guess I screwed up editing that particular line. Anyways, who are you?
Welcome to our wondrous museum.
Oh, I guess I screwed that.
We are mysterious artists. Please, view the art as long as you'd like. Please, come in.
Oh dear, I screwed up editing that line entirely. That's sad. Anyways, I didn't come to look at art. I wanted to get the moon fragments back. Well, now I say that. This whole thing's gonna work out better once I'm actually used to doing it, because this has a really weird setup I have here.
Please, come in.
What should we do?
Welcome to our...
We don't have much of a choice.
And there goes RKO speaking. All of these lines are gonna be at different volume levels, I apologize for that, but that's just kind of how things work out when re-recording. And one of my favorite characters.
Ooh, these are some interesting visitors. Welcome to my gallery.
I'm going to increase the volume a little bit. Oh, thank you.
Who are you?
How blunt, RKO.
I am an artist making a painting. A wonderful artist who uses people's recollections as a beautiful paint.
I will admit, I love Stom's voice acting in this. He's doing the voices of, well, that weird effect voice you heard that I screwed up, I apologize for, and this character here, Piku, are both voiced by Stom, and I love his acting on both of them. I love his acting with all the characters he did. Wow, how amazing.
Where are the moon fragments?
Such rush.
Oh, don't worry. They are shining in my painting.
In the painting?
No way! Give them back!
Well, look at this painting.
Hmm. It's so nostalgic.
Precisely. This is the painting that will embody nostalgia. It is called Quiet Hometown.
I can't hear these lines without seeing Stom doing the various gestures he did while delivering these lines. It was quite the show.
Are the moon fragments in this?
Oh, he's... Piku, why did you speak without me pressing a button?
Yes. If you want them, you'll have to go into the painting and find them.
Wait, go into the painting?
Yes. There are 3 fragments in each scene. If you collect all 3, you will return from the painting. However, I do not create ordinary paintings. The insides of my paintings are very intricate, so do be careful.
Nothing can stop us.
By the way, stop. I don't think I pointed this out, which I really should have. Arceo's voicing Hupo. Like, that big, like, ball thing that's been following him around so far. And the big, like, black sphere currently occupying the top right corner of the screen.
Aha! You can't understand my art.
Well, I'm sure I can't. Oh, bloody hell. What? There was a line that got left out here in the translation when this was in the original translation for this was made that was a bad translation. And I got it filled in, and now my new version doesn't have it. One moment. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to cut out, or I guess I'm gonna have to go edit that guide I made. Somehow, that line got taken back out of the translation that I was helping make. I added it in, and then it got taken back out again somehow. That's sad. So I apologize for leaving that line blank, but hopefully by the time you guys actually watch this, that will have been amended in the FAQ that is linked in the description, the translation guide to the game. Anyways, so, this is a 2D Klonoa game. Oh, and speaking of, one moment. The controls on this are kind of annoying. Well, to somebody that's used to North America. The controls, since this is Japanese, the controls for jump and attack are pretty much switched. Anyways, so as you can see here, it's thus far pretty much just a normal 2D Klonoa game. Same thing you see in the GPA games. This is just telling you how to do basic things like grabbing moves. And other than like lower audio quality and the whole thing being black and white, the game is really just the same thing. The formula for the 2D Klonoa games is actually quite simple. And of course, double jump. There's some nice puzzles and whatnot too, of course. If you do happen to be someone that's bothered by low like audio and video quality, I do assure you, you will at least become used to it later on. But until then. So, like Piku said, voiced by the wonderful Stomlog, these moon fragments are used to, according to the sign as well, and they must be collected in a level, all three of them, to finish the stage. And it will open up a door once you do collect them all. Get over here, Moo. Also, your hover doesn't really do much of anything in this game. There's not much benefit to it. You don't actually seem to... In the remake of Klonoa for the Wii, you actually gain some height whenever you hover. In this game, you actually lose height when you hover. So it's not very useful at all. But this tells you how to hover anyways. But I am going to be getting all of the Dreamstones in this game. I'm going to be 100%ing it. I'm going to be doing that, like, extra fun post-game stuff as well. You do get things, and unlock things for collecting all the Dreamstones in this game. In fact, every single Dreamstone you get unlocks something. So, this is what you get from collecting Dreamstones. For each Dreamstone you get a little piece of this picture. You can probably guess what happens when you collect all of them. Yes, do save, please. And this is a nice little vision select screen. Thankfully, half of it is in English. Well, thankfully for us English speakers. You can go down to your gallery at the bottom of the screen. Anyways, let's go to Vision 2 already. And, well, it's just Klonoa games thus far. You have the keys as well, just like you had in, well, will have later on, I guess, in Empire of Dreams and Dream Champ Tournament. Although this game does have 4 keys and likes to use them. Well, this game doesn't exactly go overkill, I don't think, with the keys, but it does make good use of them. This game's actually surprisingly puzzle-centric. Like, almost as much as, Dream Champ Tournament was later on, which I like a lot. Empire of Dreams has definitely become my least favorite installment in the Klonoa series thus far, since it kind of lacks the real platforming and puzzle elements of the game, whereas I think this game, or of this series rather, I think this particular game, Moonlight Museum, exemplifies it pretty well. And here we are, in the first level that we're introduced to keys in. we actually need to collect every key. All 4 keys. There's some interesting details I noticed in this compared to the other 2D Klonoa games. Just small things like enemies not appearing squished if you hold them in a tight space. Like right over here. Like right here. Which makes me sad, because I was always very amused by squishing enemies like that, but oh well. The moose can take it. So what I was originally going to do was actually play 1 world per episode, but I don't think that's going to work at all, because some of the levels in this game actually get relatively long. Especially if you're actually doing it your first time through. For a portable, like, well yeah, for a portable game, during the area this game was released, you only get 3 keys here. This game is actually relatively long. There are, in the main playthrough, oh how many? 30 visions, plus an extra couple for post-game content. So I think it's pretty nice, actually. There's a nice length to all this. But the levels themselves get kind of long. Not usually painfully so, but some of those towards the very end. If you don't really know how to do the puzzles, which I would assume you don't, it can take a little while. By the way, notice I haven't come across a single life yet. This game's actually really sparing when it comes to lives. Oh! Okay, so see that text at the bottom? That means a thing. I'm gonna have to, do something real quick. So I will have to stop the recording, and I will see you later when very exciting things happen. 1 moment, please. And here we are again. So there's something I failed to explain about the Wonder Swan. Oops, I need to change my controls again, because your controls are set individually for vertical and horizontal screen modes. See, the big gimmick behind the Bandai Wonder Swan was that it could be turned in portrait or landscape modes. You turn it like this, like it is now, or you can play it in landscape. In this game, Moonlight Museum, there are some levels that are like this. And it's kind of annoying, because I have to resize my emulator and have to do various things. I have to stop recording, start re-recording again to get around that, but oh well. Playing on the actual console, it's kind of an interesting experience. It's kind of needless, but doesn't really cause any actual inconvenience. Now, if you've been wondering what that little question mark at the bottom of the pause screen is, by the way, this selection is just resume. The second one resets the room you're in. You'll just go back to where you last entered the room from. Everything in the room will reset to when you entered that room last. This is the controls, and this will go back to the main menu. But the bottommost option will only appear once you've actually completed the level that you're in at least once. And that option actually switches you between landscape and portrait screen modes. So you can only do that at will once you've completed a level before. But if you, for example, prefer to play all levels in, for some reason, portrait screen mode, you can do that. Or if I am playing through this level a second time, and do not want to be playing through the level in portrait screen mode, because I don't like portrait screen mode, in fact, because I can't really see much to the left or right of myself, and whoops, bye moo. And because of that, I tend to accidentally run into things. But, I could simply choose from the pause menu, the bottom option, I'll switch between these 2 screen modes. Now, normally my emulator lets me just, like, rotate the screen however I want, but in this case, for some reason, when the games are normally in the screen mode, I can only turn it upside down. I can't actually rotate it 90 degrees, only 180, and I don't know why. That's kind of frustrating. But oh well. Dreamstones, hey, we finally got a life. Wish I could say that about myself. And now everything's awkward. But yeah, this game's really lenient with the lives. I don't know why. Really sparing with giving you lives, that is. So quite the opposite of what I just said. Not sure why. You're not gonna find any extra lives anywhere, really. Not that you need them. This game's just puzzles, and well, this game's really just a puzzle platformer. There's not really anything to worry about in terms of taking damage. Ever. Yay! Oh crap. Now the screen's dumb. Okay. I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, so that's a little bit better. And yes, I would like to save the game. So I'm going to do one more vision here. I'm going to see how much time has passed in this episode, because I think it might actually be about time to end the episode. Might be time to end the episode right now, but I'll give you guys at least one more level. I was planning on doing one world per episode, whoops, but oh well. And hey, here's something that's really nice. I don't have to worry about trying to not take damage ever, because this is a Dream Champ tournament, which is nice. Anyways, boxes. Blue blocks are just the same they have been in other games. They act also exactly the same way. Once again, we have these floaty platforms, and if a floaty platform hits your head, it actually just goes right back up. The GB titles in the Klonoa series pretty much function exactly like this game does. And it's kind of peculiar, actually. Go away, move. I don't know why it is. Although something really small I find kind of peculiar is that there's a small waiting period between when an enemy starts respawning and when they are destroyed, unlike the GBA titles. Just something random and of note. Anyways, so collecting all the dreamstones at any level doesn't actually require almost any effort at all. Sometimes there will be one or two additional puzzles you have to solve to actually pick up all of the dreamstones in a level, but normally it's not actually any issue at all in the first place. Most of the time, it's just a matter of collecting a dreamstone if you see it. So I kind of do-ish, almost, it was a little bit more of a challenge, but I'm pretty okay with it being how it is. So for example, having to work to get a dreamstone. This one right here. So that's something, just a little extra small puzzle to pick up another dreamstone. There are 5 dreamstones in fact, but eh. So no, you don't get anything for collecting all the dreamstones in the game, you only get things for collecting all the dreamstones in each world. I still think it's a really nice reward. I like getting images. 'Cause I actually like the images in this game a lot, I don't know why, but I think they're nice. Oh no. Nice enough to save them all and put them on the Klonoa Wikia. I don't know why, I've just been kind of like obsessed with doing things with this game. Things like making a rip of this game's music that doesn't suck, because the current rip actually sounded really, really bad. The only other person that ever actually cared to do that with this game, so I made my own rip. How did I double jump there? Darn Klonoa. Also, something I never pointed out. That you guys probably did notice. Klonoa is actually sporting his young design in this game. This is one of the only 2 games in which Klonoa actually looks young. Well, younger. Like he did in Door to Phantomile. The original Door to Phantomile, that is. As opposed to the Wii remake where he was once again older. Up. Can I make that jump normally? Or am I just gonna move? Boo! Moves are just kind of used for achieving whatever end. People don't really seem to care about moves in the Klonoa universes. Kind of sad. Is Weagle just like sucking blood out of moves and nobody really cares? Klonoa just wondering... cough. Klonoa just wondering, idly, what moo blood tastes like. You know, taking that out of context, that's a very peculiar thing for him to be wondering. That's a fun thing. Double jump, darn it! There aren't enough frames for it to actually do a second jump there. Whoa! Go away, Moo. And now I have you. Anyways, that might be it for this episode. So, when I say that this game's more puzzle-oriented, we haven't really run into many of them yet thus far. Trust me, we will run into a lot of puzzles later on, but at this point in the game, in the very beginning, things are simple. Just kind of running around, getting introduced to the feel of the game and whatnot. But anyways, I do think that's going to be it for this episode. Let's play Klonoa 2. Klonoa 2, what? Klonoa Moonlight Museum for the Bandai Wonderswan. Very peculiar console. That's a fun console, I guess. And I'll see you guys next time when we do more stuff in this game. Fun things. Playing through the game and finishing up World 1, actually, so you could hear more wonderful, wonderful voice acting. Apologies if you don't like it. I'm hoping that you guys do like it. I'm hoping that some people can appreciate this game having been made available in English through the efforts of some various people that know Japanese that I thank very much that I brought together for a common cause. Video games. Anyways, see you guys. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you're willing to watch the rest of the series. Bye.